In this video, I will show you how to cast off, or for you guys in the States, how to bind off. And we'll be using our Crazy Sexy wool in Rocky Grey and a pair of our 12mm rosewood knitting needles. So let's get started. So once you've completed your project and you're ready to cast off, these are the steps you need to follow to complete your project. So take your needle with the stitches on in your left hand, and now take your right needle and insert it through the first stitch. So what you're going to do is knit the first 2 stitches as normal. So take the yarn around the right needle in a clockwise direction and then scoop up that new loop by bringing the right needle towards you, pulling a new loop through the old loop on the left needle and then sliding that loop off the left needle. So you've now knitted 1 stitch. Now repeat those steps. Insert the right needle through the next stitch on the left needle. Wrap the yarn around. Pull the right needle towards you, putting the new loop through. And then slide the old loop off. And so now, to cast off or bind off, take the point of your left needle and insert it through this stitch here. And now you're going to lift that stitch over the top of the other stitch on the right needle, like so. And so now that first stitch is cast off and secured. So now you're going to knit the next stitch on the left-hand needle, bring through that new loop, push off the old loop, and now take the tip of your left needle and pull that stitch over the top of the one in front of it. And so just keep on repeating these steps to continue to bind off your knitting. And it's important to make sure that you don't do this too tightly, otherwise it will pull your knitting into a bit of a funny shape. You want to make sure that your stitches are knitted nice and loosely. Just keep on repeating those steps right to the end of your row. Just picking up that first stitch and passing it over the stitch in front of it. And this should create a nice, secure edge where your knitting stops. And just keep repeating these steps until you've got only 1 loop left on your right needle. So knit that last stitch, pick up that stitch, pass it over. So now you've got just 1 loop left on your right needle. So what you want to do is take a pair of sharp scissors and cut your yarn and maybe give yourself about 15 centimeters or so that allows you to sew in your yarn tail. And to secure that final stitch, all you need to do is pull on your knitting needle until the end pops through. And so now you can see that you've made a nice, neat, secure edge. And so that's how to cast off or bind off.